Happy New Year and welcome to Life as It Is with me, Dora Middleton. And in today's segment, I would like to talk about colorism. Yes, it's a really big issue right now. You have people arguing about the color of everyone's skin on YouTube. It's basically out of hand. And I'm here to say this. As a black woman, we come in all different beautiful shades of color. Some dark, some light, some mocha, some caramel. We come in different shades. Deal with it. There should never be a time to where you have light complected black women against dark complected black women. And then there's the in-between colors of black women that feel that they're also discriminated against. And I say right now it's all foolish. It's ridiculous and it's just crazy. Okay? But we all know it exists. In Hollywood, you have celebrities that feel that the other celebrity woman might not be as beautiful as they are because they are dark or a darker brown and they happen to be light complected. I've watched a lot of interviews where the dark complected celebrity women has stated that they felt that they were being looked upon like they were ugly. I mean, there's been times where Gabrielle Union has talked about how she feels about her complexion or how she's been treated by other women. I mean, it happens. It happens every day in all of our lives. And then there was a situation with a NBA player. I think his name is Gilbert Arenas. And he was talking about Lupita, saying that she's ugly, that she's only pretty when the lights are out. Okay. And when he was talked about really bad on what they call Black Twitter, then he wanted to come back and say, well, I only said those things about her because my kids are biracial. And I want to bring this point up. For some strange reason, it feels like when black men have biracial children with anyone, either white women, Hispanic women, Chinese women, whatever the case may be, they start to downgrade black women. They want to start saying how they feel they are unattractive due to the fact that they're dating outside of their race. No one cares if they date outside of their race. Do it. Be happy. Date whoever the hell you want to date, because I damn sure don't care. And most of us black women out here don't care. It's all about who you want and who treats you with respect. That's exactly who you should be with. So if the man is damn purple, then date him, because if that's who's best for you, then that's who you should be with. Who cares? Race should never be an issue when you're trying to get to know someone or if you're trying to be with someone. Whoever makes you happy. And you should never look at race. But back to the subject here. He said that he made that comment because she made a statement saying that all women are beautiful and they should love themselves and all this. He had a problem with that because he said, well, who said she was beautiful? She's very beautiful. She's very beautiful with her dark skin. Yes, she's very beautiful. And for him to disrespect someone like that, and he's not too light complected himself, you feel as if she didn't have the right as a beautiful black woman, a beautiful dark-skinned black woman, to say she was beautiful. So I guess what this man is saying, in his eyes, if you're not biracial or light-skinned or mixed, then you're ugly. The man himself, what the problem is, he's ugly outside as well as inside. And I hate to say it. In most cases, that guy, in my book, wouldn't be considered attractive. I'm sorry. He's not attractive. He definitely isn't attractive to me, but that's my opinion. And I'm not just saying that because of what the statement he made. He's just not my type. That's why I say he's not attractive to me, because he's not my type. But who really gave him the right to go and put that out there like that? Put that out there and say that she's ugly if the lights are off, that he'll still smash. So he's saying he'll still have sex with this woman as long as the lights are off. Apparently, it sounds like he will have sex with anything that can walk, crawl, jump, hop, or leap, or whatever the case may be, he's willing to smash. Okay? And it sickens me out. That's what's wrong in the world today, when you have these half-ass men like that make these half-ass, ignorant-ass comments about women. Why would you say something like that? You have a mother, you have daughters. So what are you going to do when your daughters go out there and find this one particular man when they're older, and this man decides to say, okay, I don't like mixed girls. I don't like girls that are really bright, or whatever the case may be. And I have to be honest, I've never seen the man's kids. Okay, but I'm just making a statement. What would he do if someone turned around and said, I don't want that girl, his daughter, because she's ugly, she's biracial? His feelings, he would be in his feelings. He would be so upset, because the first thing he's going to feel is, I dare that man say that about my daughter. So guess what? Lapita is someone else's daughter. Okay. So who gives you the right to say that about her? When you find men that act the way that he's acting, he's ignorant. He's just outright ignorant. That's not a man. That's a little boy. You find statements like that being made when you're in junior high or even high school. But come on now. You are an NBA player. Step your game up. Do whatever you have to do. And leave her the hell alone. Let her live her life. Let her be fabulous. Why the hell are you worried about her? But see, here's the thing. She didn't even stoop to his level to even comment back, because she's showing him, I have more class than that. And I applaud that. She has more class than that. She's not going to stoop down to his level. It's too low for her, and she shouldn't. But it just pisses me off that at this day and age, and here we are in 2020, a whole new year, and the internet is still going on and on about colorism. I just read some posts from a few dark-complected women, a few light-complected women, and in the post, the light-complected women were really acting really grimy and saying some really ignorant, disrespectful things about the darker-complected women, saying that they think that, it's always a problem. Everyone's feeling this kind of way about their skin complexion. No one cares about them, and they know they're beautiful. Okay, so you feel you're beautiful because you're light complected. Just because you are light complected, you feel you're just God's greatest creation. You feel you're just so beautiful. Come on now. One thing about this world we live in, no matter how light skinned you are, no matter how dark skinned you are, no matter if you're in between the two, there's always someone out there that's going to think that you're ugly. Okay, so no one out here should be thinking they're above being called ugly. There's always someone that's going to think we're ugly. You know what I'm saying? No one, I will say this, it's not one person in this world that has everyone in this whole damn world thinking they're beautiful. No, someone's always going to think that you're unattractive. That's just the way life goes. Not everyone thinks that you're beautiful. You should always think that you're beautiful, but everyone else is not always going to think that you're beautiful. And no one should be on the internet. No one should be on YouTube arguing about race. It's not that serious. It's enough work out there for the dark women, for the light women, for the what they call it, caramel women, for the mocha women, whatever. It's so much work out there to be gotten. And instead of going out there to get it, everyone's fighting about skin complexion. Give me a break. Okay? When is the madness going to stop? When is it going to stop? I can remember talking to a friend of mine that was from India, and I was curious about something. I asked this guy, I said, why is it that every time I see a woman from India, the darker ones are always alone? It makes me think maybe they're not married, because you see them a lot solo. And he said, well, in my country, the darker women don't really get their marriages. They're not set up that way. You know, they're not prearranged marriages for the dark women because they're not considered beautiful. And when he told me that, it blew my mind. I'm like, what? And they are some of the most beautiful women, I think. That beautiful dark skin. But he said in this country, darker complected women in India aren't considered beautiful. I couldn't believe it. My mouth dropped. I say, I'm not surprised because it's like that everywhere. For some strange reason, they feel dark women are not beautiful. And I consider myself a dark woman. I can remember saying one time, I'm going to say it this way. I said, let me get my black ass up and do what I got to do. And that's just something I said about myself. And I can remember talking to my friend when I said that, and he said, what do you mean, your black ass? I said, yeah, my black ass. I'm a black woman. He said, you're not black. You're a pretty brown shade. Black, I mean, you've seen the black crayon. That's black. Man, get over it, okay? I just shook my head. I said, okay. Whatever you feel, whatever you think, that's fine, But we're all black. We just come in all shades. But what do I have to say? Let me get my brown ass up. It just makes no sense to me. It's this. All of this has got to stop. I mean, we're not setting a good example for the children that's growing up. You have little girls not liking themselves because they feel they're too dark. People will tell them, I've heard people say, oh, that, when I'm out and about and they see someone that's kind of dark, really dark. Oh, that person is pretty to be so dark. So what the hell are you saying? That dark people can't be pretty? They can't be beautiful? What? People, grow the hell up. And I said I wasn't even going to touch the subject. But I'm watching these videos and watching these women argue back and forth. And then I was reading an article on this Gilbert Arenas guy. And I'm like, when is the madness going to end? But, there's men out there that have said that they don't date black women. They prefer a biracial woman, a woman that's really light complected. But see, this is why so many women have a problem with who they are. So many black women feel they have to go straighten their hair. They have to use these bleach creams to bleach their skin to look lighter. They feel they have to change who they are in order to get a man to look at them. If these people don't like you for who you are, the first thing you should be doing is showing them to your ass and telling them to kiss it. Excuse my language, but I have to be honest. Don't you ever change a hair on your damn body because someone feels they don't like you. Oh, well, they don't have to like you. Them liking you does not feed you. Them liking you does not pay your bills. Them liking you does not keep breath in your body. Okay? So who gives a damn if they don't like you because of how you look? That's their problem. Let them deal with it. They don't have to look at you. Stop looking at you. And I try to tell people that every day. Stop letting people feel that you need to have their validation in order to feel the way you need to feel about yourself. You don't need